So as we get set to wrap up Week 6 in the Arenalacrosseleague coming into this game, you look at these Paris Riverwolves coming off a big 12-11 overtime victory over the Brampton Express. They trailed by 5 with 3 minutes left, pulled the carpet out from under, and got a big one to pick up the win in overtime. When you look at the Six Nations Snipers, they've been playing their best lacrosse of late, winners of 2 straight. They beat the Ohsweken Bears 15-9 last time out. They'll be looking to extend to their longest winning streak of this season. And off the first opening face-off, offensive possession looking with Ben Wittich getting it over the line, and it's picked off. So it's going to be Nick Ellerton. Talk about coming off a couple of big games. Ellerton's been doing a little everything. First offensive possession belongs to the Riverwolves. Curtis Woodland out there. He is the quarterback team leader for these Riverwolves. First shot almost slipped by Dusty Hill. Ball loose. Wittich trying to bounce him out. Clock will be reset to 20, and the Riverwolves back to work on offense. Noah Simonelli out there working that right side. He's out there with Brown. Send over. Woodland's hard shot stopped by Hill. Again, another offensive rebound. Gives Paris 20 more to work with. So if you're not aware, it's a 20-30 shot clock as Matt Duncan out there. That shot trickles through. So 3 chances later, the Riverwolves capitalize on their opening possession and lead this one 1-0. So Marcus Minicello tallies for the first time in this game, and give the offense some credit. They were relentless tracking down those loose balls early on, and that's something that the Snipers are going to have to tighten up going forward here. So Mitch Gustafson in the face-off circle. Richie Albert. And this one will go back. Good job by Ellerton again to scoop up that loose ball. And possession belongs now to the Riverwolves. Keep an eye out on that right side of the floor. Davis Prince out there as well, as is Koichi Nakamura. They'll send it to Daibo. Try to work it in to Merritt. Merritt sidearm. Hill to save. And now Mitch Zulian's going to race up, bring it over the timeline. So now these Snipers will get their first look. Zulian thought he had Wes Whitlow, but elected to send it to Argent. And Ty Argent out there. Briley Maxwell back in the lineup for the Snipers. Missed last week's game. That one will go off the butt of Zulian. Stay loose. Argent's going to scoop that up. He lost it, and it's picked up and moved up by Caden Merritt. So Merritt will get it up to Bergsma. Graham Bergsma, the KG vet out there, and Curtis Woodland's going to create some space working with Simonelli. Duncan, little shake and bake, gets the shot off. Hill right there, sits on the doorstep. And right there was Cayman Daibo, but through the crease the call, and that'll give it back to the Snipers. They'll work it up and over the timeline with McGregor Allen. Late pickup, and a good one, of course, for the Snipers. They'll look to swing it. Travis Stotts couldn't get a hold of that pass. Wasn't a good one. Instead, Cosgrove, and a good job to play that ball off the hop, was Gustafson. Runs into a big body in Stotts, and the other Stotts will chase him around. So 15 on the shot clock, and it's Davis Prince. He's going to take that. That's his spot. Merritt will play the carom. No reset. 8 on the shot clock. Merritt trying to get some space, yet a defender. Simonelli lets that go from way out. Stotts will grab it. Quick pass. They'll look to move it up, and it's Chandler Allen. Allen has Chayton King jumping in the rush. Allen's bounce shot stopped. And bodies collide. The Snipers will pick up their first offensive rebound and get 20 more to work with. Maxwell, quick swing, working with Whitlow. Wes Whitlow coming off 2 of his best games. Whitlow ducking in, goes to the bounce shot. Rebound, sits there. Another bounce shot, backhand. Another good save by Cosgrove. Couple of good attempts by the Snipers, but they come up empty now. It's Ellerton. Duncan will wait for the rest of the offense to filter out for the Riverwolves, leading by a goal here as we head toward the 11-minute mark opening quarter. Dybo. And he does a great move and fake. Great save, Dusty Hill. Stuck out the left arm and denied Dybo. And now the Snipers will leg it up, and it's Gavin Sky. Big man will wait, give way to Argent. Argent now working one-on-one on Bergsma. Argent looking for the roll, didn't have it. Skips it across. They'll start it on the right side. Quick shot and right in the basket as quick release by Avery Steinbach Parker, but read perfectly by Cosgrove, and now it's Bergsma. Bergsma will stop, drop, set up shop, work it to Nakamura. He'll swing it across. Merritt working with Woodland on that left side. Curtis Woodland gets bounced back out. That gives him extra motivation. Inside tight. Beauty pass and a great finish by Caden Merritt for a 2-0 lead. Some great stick work, and I'm not sure how Woodland even was able to get that ball over to Merritt, but right on the money, the pass. Merritt buries his first of the game. He's got 10 goals this season, and the Riverwolves with a 2-0 lead. So you got to figure the Riverwolves still reeling from that comeback, come from behind overtime win last week over the Brampton Express. And sometimes those kind of games really bring your team together and build chemistry, and right now they're feeding off that. Argent. So the Snipers did a great job last game of staying out of the penalty box, very disciplined. Chayton King goes to the bounce shot. Stays inside of the offensive end, 10 on a shot clock. King rings it off the iron. Now Ellerton's going to run this one down. Ellerton in alone. Ellerton, the bounce shot, 5-hole. So a tough break for the Snipers. They ring one off the post. The carom goes right to Ellerton for a breakaway, and it's 3-0 Paris. So a transition goal, and those are the ones that usually differentiate the game here, and Riverwolves off to a great start. If you're the Snipers, you're looking for something, but can't fault them. They've run their offense, got some good shots, just haven't been able to find the back of the net. Off the draw, Paris again controls. They'll get it over the timeline and look to set things up with Dari Newbro. He'll retreat, work it to Minicello. Davis Prince, that's his spot, eyed it, zipped it across. Duncan's going to bail him out with 10 on the shot clock. Duncan, Mike McLaughlin on him. Duncan's underhand, stop, Dusty Hill, rebound. Picked up shot, shoveled wide by Simonelli. McLaughlin didn't see Duncan, who chased him from behind and picked that one up. So no reset, as wasn't a full possession, and going to have to hurry now with 6 on the shot clock. Merritt. He lets it go. That's wide. Rebound loose. Merritt again. That one right on. So Dusty Hill had to be wide awake for that one, and they'll move it up now with Eric Poirier. See here now if the Snipers can find a little groove here with 8.5 to go opening quarter. Whitlow snaps it across. Keelan Pilon looking for an opening. Stott's going to try to play the carom, but couldn't play the bounce well, and instead, here come the Riverwolves with Morrow. 2-on-2, looking inside, and good job by Hanser to keep it there. Waits for the trailer in Woodland. Woodland thought about it. They'll work 2-on-4 in that end, and finally jumping out there is Dybo. 10 on the shot clock. Dybo. He's going to go through a screen, tried to go 5-hole, nothing doing. Dusty Hill closing that up. And Zulian ahead, and now Hess will flip and retreat, give way to Maxwell. Bradley Maxwell, screen and roll, has Argent, couldn't connect on the pass. Bergsman with a good timely bump, and now once again Ellerton. Been all over the carpet already. Ellerton dumps off. Gustafson jumped in the rush, but Stotts did a good job to take that away from him. And now Travis Stotts will work it up over the timeline. Brown gets the double team. Duncan again. Good job by Stotts to retrieve that. And he will flip it. Excellent effort. And now Snipers, though, have to deal with great defensive pressure. Steinbach Parker gets chased. And you can see what Paris is doing, extending the D. And with that said, 7:06 to go. That will take us to our first officials timeout. Set to go after our officials timeout. Riverwolves have come flying out of the gates here and lead the Snipers by 3. They'll set up on offense with Woodland. Woodland, well, he's got some kind of bullet. Dusty Hill looking for an outlet, finds it in Allen. Allen will look ahead, gets it up to Wittich. Wittich, trailer, has Whitlow. Whitlow, great roll. Whitlow lets the underhand go right on. Chase Cosgrove, a good outlet pass on the money to Gustafson. 2-on-2, Nakamura jumps in the rush. Bergsma there. He'll hold steady, get pressure from Poirier, and let that rip in the gondola. So good job, good pressure, forces the turnover, and now Poirier will walk it up into the offensive end and set it up with Argent. Ty Argent looking for a screen out there with Zulian on that left side. Kick it back to the top, on the run, behind the net, Maxwell. Looking inside, floats one, looking for Chayton King. King's gonna had it and then duck, but took a hit, gets some backup, shot clock at 6. Off to Karam, Argent, quick hands, Argent dives, and that's gonna be a crease call, and Ellerton's gonna bring it back the other way. Already said that a few times. Ellerton's been playing some outstanding lacrosse, now Minicello. Minicello ducks in. Good defense there on him like a jersey was Jerry Stotts. And now 2-on-1. Zulian, kick out over, too far. Gets it back, wrong stick side. Goes to the shovel, stopped by Cosgrove. And a quick pass ahead. Cam Mancini 1-on-1. And he'll think better of it. Good transition defense by the Snipers. Paris now will set things up with Dawson Brown. Brown inching his way in. Dusty Hill, good pad save. McLaughlin tried to read that. Took a funny hop. Mancini gets it. Zips it across. Wide open. Nakamura backhand. Oh, Koichi Nakamura. In the G column. How about that? Pulled that one out of a hat. That was a beauty. That's his second of the season. 4-0 Paris. So there's a kid that has been working awfully hard to crack the lineup. Any lineup. And Nakamura makes good, picking up his first of the game. Well, we've seen a lot in this week. 6 in the Arena Lacrosse League. Whitlow gets triple team. Brown comes away with it. Minicello now will tiptoe over the timeline, get it over to Ellerton. Ellerton will survey, and they'll slow things down with Simonelli. Woodland working 1-on-1. Woodland going for the dive, and he ran out of real estate there and got manhandled. But I tell you, it takes the size of Gavin Skye to actually contain Woodland, and he did a good job there defensively. Pilon. And you can see the difference. Paris really doing a good job of pushing the Snipers well away from that dotted half circle. Looking inside, Cosgrove picks that up, and Snipers are going to have to make an adjustment as that ball is errant. There was no chance to beat the 8-second clock, so Cosgrove airing it out down the floor, and the Snipers will bring it back with 4 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Still looking for their first goal. Argent fakes the flip, Looks for the trailer. Whitlow on the run. Whitlow top corner. Put two W's together and you got Wes, and it's a 4-1 lead. But more importantly, first goal of the game for the Snipers. Wes Whitlow has been playing some outstanding lacrosse during the last two wins for these Snipers. Spent more time on the floor than in the penalty box, and that's where he's best utilized when his skills are on display. Albert and Gustafson again, and Newbro jumps in that mix and gets possession to the Riverwolves and settle it down with Brown on the half boards. Ellerton, he'll stay out there on offense, work it over and swing it around to Merritt. Merritt changes the angle, can't find the mark. That'll be over and back, and possession will belong to the Snipers deep in the offensive end with 3.5 to go here, opening quarter. Maxwell. He'll inbounds. Whitlow will head to the interchange. Looking to duck in. Pilon on the run. That shot right on. Sorry, that was Patterson. And good job on the coverage by Patterson, but Bergsma now. Bergsma finds Woodland. Woodland can't handle the pass. Loose, good job there. Zulian battling for it. Zulian comes away with it. Mitch Zulian puts a little burst of speed out there, gets double teamed, hangs on to it, triple teamed, and still has it. Mitch Zulian, I don't know how, finally stripped by Duncan. Duncan now on the run with Scott. Wrong stick side, both of them. Ball goes loose. Going for the crease dive and nothing doing. The ball's in the far corner, and Poirier's going to pick it up. He'll move it up in a hurry to Wittich. They'll slow things down with Jerry Stotts, and he will work the offense now from the right side. Patterson got checked by Gustafson, and he gets chased now. Going to have to send it up and get up as Minicello does a great job to get it over the line. Minicello on the run, 3-on-1. Dumps it over. That one's blocked by Stotts. Rebound. Woodland has his stick check late. And a good job as it was stick on stick, not stick on ball. And possession belongs to the Snipers. We're under the 2-minute warning. Maxwell isolated against Ellerton. Waits for the trailer. Kicks it back out. Way out. That one's steered aside. Fresh 20 now. Snipers all over that loose ball, playing a little more inspired now. Looking to duck in and crease the call as Pilon got a step, but wasn't able to park that one through, and we're going to have a delay of game call, and it's going to go to the Snipers. So that's just a silly penalty on Pilon's part, and I'm sure he'll get reminded of that when you, with 1.5 minutes to go, the Riverwolves will go to their first power play opportunity. Now, their power play has been less than impressive, 37%. Snipers have killed off 36% of their penalties, so we'll let you do the math on that. So Woodland at the top, out there with Duncan and Merritt on the left side, Simonelli and Dybo on the right. Skip pass, Dybo. No look, across. Good job, Chandler Allen battling for it. And taken down in the red zone was Merritt, and now Mike McLaughlin. Simonelli on him. McLaughlin's got great speed for a vet, I tell you. And they're going to look to burn some clock here under 1 minute to go, opening quarter. Argent. Minicello on him. 10 on the shot clock. Argent. Sends it down. Good job to filter out. Shot on it! A short-handed goal. So working the bounce to perfection, Jaden Patterson, as he put a little extra bounce on that ounce, and it's 4-2. So a short-handed goal given up by the Riverwolves. And when I said you look at their power play efficiency rating at just 37%, one of the things that head coach Jamie Dubrick would love to see improve. So a late shorthanded goal with 35.7 seconds left in the quarter cuts the deficit in half. But still some work to do here, as off the draw, possession belongs to Paris. Under a minute left in the power play, but just 22 seconds left in the game clock. So here comes Woodland. They'll wait. They'll leave Cosgrove in the net. Work the 5-on-4, let it tick down. 2-second differential shot in game clock. 6, Woodland. On the curl, Simonelli's shot, and it gets knocked down by Wittich, who made a great save, and that buzzer will go. We have played 15 here at the ILA, 4-2 for the Riverwolves. Here for second quarter action from the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River. Lance Wynn alongside JVI Productions. Very impressive opening 15 minutes by both teams. Paris came racing out of the blocks, put up a 4 spot. The Snipers have since answered with 2, including a short-handed goal, and now still have 30 seconds to burn here on a man-short situation. So see here if the Riverwolves can jump out and increase their lead, take advantage in the last 15 seconds here of the man advantage. Woodland. He'll work it out there. Simonelli out there as well, as is Dybo. He'll work it and keep it on the right side. Woodland swinging around. Woodland. He'll let that go. Change the angle. So finally setting the sights right, Curtis Woodland. And it was only a matter of time before that happened. A power play goal, so they give up one and get one. First of the game for Woodland, and it's 5-2. So a good talk by the Riverwolves coaching staff, Dubrick and Driscoll, diagramming the right play, very patient on offense, did a good job to execute and get the right guy shooting from the right spot. So you can see a lot going on between these two, Gustafson and Ritchie. They'll be battling in that circle all game. It pops up. Brown comes away with it. So that was actually in Wittich's stick, popped right out. Brown got it, and now Wittich will get it right back. So a little bit of karma there. Work it up to Poirier. Poirier looking the back door, sends it across. Maxwell couldn't handle it. Good job to get in the mix of that one by Patrick Morrow. And now Mancini zips it across. Back door had Dybo. He'll recover on the carom and go to work one-on-one. Dybo leans in, gets bounced right back out by Sky. Swing across Woodland. Woodland wide open down low was the Prince, but his quick stick not able to beat Dusty Hill, and now racing up is Poirier. Good job to beat that 8-second count. They'll set it up. And Patterson out there working alongside Kalen Smith. That look inside to Argent. Patterson gets it. Maxwell, 5 on the shot clock. That goes off Argent. Maxwell has it again. That one right on. Scooped up, and a good job by Bergsma as he'll air it out and find Duncan. Matt Duncan will look for the trailer coming out. It's Merritt. And he'll wait for the rest of the offense to filter out. And he'll swing it around. They'll work it to the right side. Skip, Merritt, 10 on the shot clock. Bouncer right on Dusty Hill. Has a man on the outlet. And he's got a man, and he finds it in. A good job to hang on to it by Stotts. Stotts, wrong stick side. Thought he had it taken away. Great defensive work by Brown, but Stotts got bailed out by Stotts, then turned it over. Now Ellerton on the run with Newbro. Ellerton going to take that stop by Dusty. So a good job by Ellerton to get to his stick side, But Dusty Hill right there closed up the wickets and took the opportunity away. Snipers now to work. Pelon, big shot. And everything from the Snipers coming from well outside until now. Working in close, but that one feathered wide. Good attempt by Patterson, had a step. Whittich going to try to run this one down. Instead, Gustafson takes him down and then takes the ball. Double team now with Allen and Whittich. And that's two tough customers, but Gustafson, extra check by Allen, will give possession to Paris. So a good call and the right call. Just a little too hands-on. And Ellerton now. So right now, Riverwolves just outworking the Snipers and getting on to those loose balls. Dybo, good roll, spins off one, lets it go wide of the mark. Karam right to Ellerton. Woodland. Prince with 7 on the shot clock. Nakamura inside to Dybo. Rebound picked up but taken down, and a good job defensively by the Snipers, and they'll move it up over the timeline. Trailing by 3. 11 minutes to go here, first half. Whitlow, skip across, working it to Argent. Duck it in. Quick move, and that one stopped by Cosgrove. Bergsman's going to air it out. Look for Hansor. Stotts back on defense, battling hard. And a good job by Hansor just to get possession. Give Stotts some credit as he closed any opportunity there, and now Duncan with some space. Merritt, one-on-one, left side, half boards. Inside, Duncan had it taken away, or it flipped out of his stick with 3 on the shot clock, and Merritt will just dump it in the corner. And the Snipers now will go to work with 30 seconds here. They'll slow it down and set things up. Steinbach Parker working with Patterson. They'll swing it across. Pelon dumps it off. Argent on the shovel. Almost a great scoop on the pickup, but good job as Duncan off to the races, trying to catch him as Hess puts on the brakes. Beauty move, but didn't fool Dusty. The Dust Bucket standing tall right there to make a big save. Riverwolves able to regroup, get a fresh 20 now and get their offense out there. Dybo on the dump off, in tight, great save, Dusty Hill. Oh my, another big one. Sky, big man's gonna leg it over the timeline. Got a head of steam going. Ducks under one, gives it off, and they'll slow it down on the right side. Duck it in. Smith, great stick check late. Whitlow there to close that off. Double team, they pop it loose and hangs around there, and that's going to be a back-in call and a good call, so possession will belong to the Snipers. Maxwell, Whitlow, working it to Argent, gets a screen. Argent tried to go airborne, but a check just as he was about to lift off was a good one. Ellerton, backdoor, Dybo, what a save! Dusty Hill. Oh my, stuck out the right glove. And again, the Dust Bucket keeping his team in it. Through the crease, the call, and a good one from crew chief Seb Bedoin, and now the Snipers will work it with McLaughlin. End-to-end action, outstanding goaltending with 8.5 to go here in the second. That try, good defense, locked down, and give some credit to Hansor. He's done a great job. Hill's going to scoop that one up and send it right back to the King, Chayton King. Isolated against Minicello. He'll dump it off, and they'll work it around left side, Argent. Argent working with Pelon. Argent, bounce has too much on it. That's going to be a tough play. Good job by Argent, though, to get back. And he'll leave that. And now Paris will pick it up with Simonelli deep in the offensive end. Woodland Had a notion, kicked it back out. They'll try it on the right. Simonelli didn't know he had it. That one stuck right to Dusty. And now he'll outlet, and here come the Snipers. Looking for something. The goaltending, though, has been awfully stingy. Hess. Zips. Whitlow had room. Tried to go top corner. Good job by Cosgrove as Whitlow was on the money, on target with that shot. And now working it up is Morrow. Stumbled a bit, but got it to Ellerton. Ellerton will look, hit the trailer now in the Prince. Duncan matched up against Sky. Sky on the takedown, and I'll tell you, it doesn't matter here in the NFL. A flag's going to go on that call as that ball, they run out of time, but they will get their second power play opportunity of the game. Snipers will head back to the penalty box, and that will take us to our officials' timeout. Give us a chance to thank some of our sponsors, of course. Belco Construction, Nitro 54 Variety, KT Gas and Tobacco, Classics to Customs, Auto Body, Little Buffalo Gas and Variety, Tribe Cannabis, Puff Puff Pass, One Nation Energy, Aero Express Sports, and of course, Hills Custom Coffins. You can visit anytime you want, but you just can't stay. Get you caught up a bit on earlier scores this week. It was the Brampton Express bouncing back from a loss a week ago, 23-12 over the Oswegan Bears, still looking for their first win of the season. The Oshawa Outlaws came in struggling with a 1-4 record, put together their best game of the season, beating the Toronto Monarchs 19-9. That was yesterday, Saturday, at the track in Oakville. A look ahead next week, week 7. It'll be the defending champion Whitby Steelhawks against the Peterborough Timbermen. Of course, the Steelhawks 5-0. Timbermen come in at 4-1. Paris will entertain Oshawa, and then Toronto will take on Whitby. Back-to-back games for Whitby before Sunday's action has the Express and the Snipers, the Timbermen, and the Bears. So I know that's a whole lot, but you are officially caught up as back to work on the power play go the Riverwolves. They are 1 for 1, but they've given up a shorty as well on that same power play, so that'll be even. Woodland looking for Merritt. Bit indecisive on that. Probably should have taken the shot. Had some room. Worked it. Duncan. Good job closing up that box. Good save by Dusty Hill. And rebound retrieved. Fresh 20 for Paris. Minute and a half to go in the power play. Merritt. Got better of it. They'll look for something a little closer to that dotted half circle. Thibault chased out by McLaughlin. Way out. Dusty Hill handles that one. Picked up, and Hill smothers. He's going to look to the back door. On the money. Beauty pass. Trying to run that down is Pilon, and he gets a hold of it. Pilon trapped in the corner. Burning valuable seconds. Minicello trying to work him over as well. Argent goes in to help. Argent gets bounced around. Still comes away with it. Ty Argent, slippery when wet. Rolling across. Triple team. Still has it. Whole lot going on, but nothing happening as far as the ball going, and they'll let the scrum continue. Finally, Gustafson scoops it out. Of course, it's the face-off guy. Bergsma had it. Zulian, good job to tap it away, and now Stotts. Zulian will race to the bench. Stotts will race around the net. Back door, Whitlow. 10 seconds left in the penalty. Outstanding penalty kill here for the Snipers. And a big one. Whitlow with 10 on the shot clock. Teams all evened up, penalty over. Ball sat there. Cosgrove will get it to Bergsma. Bergsma will eye that back door, but think better of it. Newbro trying to outrun that double team, and he does. Get some help. Prince working on his wrong stick side, as is Merritt, so they'll switch. Merritt with 10 on the shot clock. Has room. Right on. Dusty. Hill's going to scoop it. He's going to air it out to the back door again. Bullet on the money. Great save by Cosgrove. Stotts, that was right in the pocket. And I tell you, when Dusty delivers, there's always someone answering the door. Ellerton slows things down. We're at the 4-minute mark here, first half. It's been a good one. 5-2 Riverwolves lead. Duncan, Skip, Tybo had that one knocked down. Karam in a chance now as soon as they can find it, and it's Smith. Smith, top corner. Transition goal for the Snipers, 5-3. Kalen Smith couldn't find that Karam at first, but he certainly was able to track it down, set his sights on that net, and pick the top corner. So a big goal for Six Nations. Closes the gap to within 2. And I tell you, both these goaltenders have been extremely stingy here and giving up goals. Off the draw, Gustafson, he'll control it. Riverwolves will set up the offense now, and Brown will slow it down. Woodland working one-on-one. He's more than handful. Great shovel pass finish. So give Curtis Woodland the credit on some great work as that shovel pass right in the basket to Dawson Brown for the finish. So a quick, swift answer by the Riverwolves extends the lead back to 3 with just over 3 minutes left here in the second. So violation gives possession to Paris. Nakamura winning it, but he had it taken away from him by Zulian. So that didn't last long, and now the Snipers will look for a response. Backdoor, Maxwell has room. Maxwell off the post. So Briley Maxwell able to beat Cosgrove, but not the iron, and now Morrow will slow it down. Good crowd on hand here at the ILA as we wrap up week 6 in the Arena Lacrosse League. Merritt, kick out with Woodland, 2-man game. Shot right on, right off the logo. Dusty picks it up. Had a notion to go back door. Instead, he'll slow it up. And the Snipers over the timeline. Good job to hang on to that. Trailing late. Wes Whitlow. Again, the double W in the house. For a second time, it's 6-4. So when he plays a disciplined game, Wes Whitlow, one of the best in the business, certainly in the Arena Lacrosse League, without a doubt. And got a few guys that can match him as far as stick skills go. There's a handful in this league that you could tell that sticks an extension. Big face-off win for the Snipers. Richie finally gets one. Gustafson's going to harass him. No, Newbro looking for some space and into the double team. So bad spot, shovel out. Good job by Argent. We inch toward the 2-minute warning. Argent with 10 on the shot clock. Argent turns the corner, backhand wide open. Great save by Cosgrove. And that one got away with a trip, and now a chance for the Riverwolves. Backdoor Nakamura. Minicello will think better of it, and they'll wait and set up the offense. So incidental for sure, but may have gotten away with one, did the Riverwolves there. Nakamura waiting for a screen from Dybo. Nakamura feeling it. That shot wide. Duncan goes airborne. Dybo, quick shot, far corner. Just a matter of time for that young man to get on the board. as Dybo, first of the game, 12th goal of the season. And after giving up one, the Riverwolves respond with two of their own. So just under a minute and a half to go here. Bergsman a circle now against Richie Albert. Bergsma holding his own. And it still belongs to the Snipers. So Albert continues to do his job. Hess now. Important here if the Snipers can get one and not give up one. Go a long way at halftime. Jayton King turns the corner, dumps it off. Can't get it cleanly. Good job by Brown. Relentless. That's an interference call on Cosgrove. Easy call there. So fresh clock here for the Snipers. Steinbuck Parker. King gets a step. Twister right on. 45 seconds to go now in the half. Ellerton racing over the timeline. He'll zip that and find Simonelli. Merritt. Woodland, 10 on the shot clock. Cutting Dybo! Oh my, that kid just saw a sliver of daylight and threw himself in it. Dybo, back-to-back goals. It's 8-4. Second of the game and second in as many minutes for Cayman Dybo as Riverwolves, and as I say, Snipers needed to hold. Importantly, Paris comes back with a quick goal. 26.3 seconds left in this first half. Off the draw, Gustafson, and timeout's going to be called by Paris, so they will own the final possession of this first half. We'll take a quick break. Be right back. So back after the Paris timeout, final possession here of this second quarter. Riverwolves going to try to extend their lead up 8-4. And you can bet they'll keep it well out. Net empty for the extra attacker. We'll see if whatever Dubrick and Driscoll have drawn up here. 10 on the game clock. Time to go. That shot from way out, Simonelli. Not sure that was the plan. Allen, if he can get it up, they got plenty of time. Allen outruns everyone. Net's empty. Chandler Allen on the run. Chandler Allen runs out of time, and 2 quarters have flown on by. 8-4 Riverwolves. We'll be back with the third. Hey. Welcome back to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena as we get set for third quarter action. Riverwolves with a 4-goal lead here heading into the final 30 minutes. Of course, both these two teams. Riverwolves come in 2-3. Gustafson off the draw. Got a chance, picked up, and Brown had it, but Wittich took it from him. And now Chandler Allen going to try to leg it up over the timeline. Snipers, of course, 3-2 record. So a lot on the line here early on, week 6. And Maxwell now to work on the left side. Gets the screen, kicks it over. Argent trying to shake and bake with 6 on the shot clock. Dumps it off. Good overhand shot there by Patterson. Stopped though, and good job by Stotts. He had it, but Ellerton ripped that away. Argent's going to try to bail him out. Argent in there in a double team. Duncan gets knocked down, and that possession will now belong to the Riverwolves. And this is where Six Nations tends to get into a little bit of trouble, as Stotts never shy about making sure. Problem is he's got a hold of Duncan's face mask, so I have a feeling that Stotts is going to be ejected from the game. I'm not sure if there was any other face masking going on, but so we'll see what the ruling is on the floor, but you'll get an extra for putting your hand on the face mask. So Ellerton's going to go. Stotts is going to go. Looks like Argent is going to hang around the vicinity but not go. And now he goes. And then he doesn't. So 2 Riverwolves are going to go. We're going to let the officials sort this one out, and looks like Six Nations may come away with their first power play opportunity of this game. It'd be interesting to see. The Riverwolves led 4-2 at the end of one, and the current score now early in the third here, 8-4. But that's one of the good things you like to see. You like to see the officials together having a conversation, getting a different perspective on what each of them saw when it comes to breaking up that kind of scrum. A lot can go on that you don't see, and we will take a quick break. We'll be right back. So as we let the dust clear just a bit up on the board, looks like a 4-minute major to Stotts. And part of that's going to be face mask call. Rule in the Arenalacrosseleague, as soon as you close your hand on an opponent's face mask, whether it be in a scrum, fight, whatever, it's an automatic double minor. Depending on the severity, you could see yourself sitting out a game or two. That's just for the safety, overall safety of the players. So, didn't see a whole lot of signaling from crew chief Seb Badouin, and we'll get that now. So a dead ball foul, 2 minutes for face mask, and then 2 minors, dead ball fouls, the call, and hence you will see a 4-on-3 matchup here. So that's the way things shake down. Snipers now with their first power play opportunity. Maxwell working with Argent. Whitlow. Argent right on that crease. Argent dies. Tried to put that in the far corner. Ball loose in the corner. Chayton King battling for it with Newbro, and the Riverwolves come away with it. Minicello. Newbro slow to get up. Minicello over the timeline gets the double team. And he'll go for another run. Good job by Minicello. Marcus dumps it up. Woodland on the fly. Curtis Woodland. Oh my, that running sidearm on the money for his second of the game, comes short-handed. And boy, that'll take the wind out of your sails in a hurry, as just like that, it's 9-4, and Snipers were poised. Couldn't get off a good shot, though, and we will continue So 2 minutes goes off the Stotts penalty on that goal. So he'll be down to 2. Still a minute 14 in the dead ball minors to the Riverwolves. So Six Nations will have a chance here to even things up as far as this power play goes. Now they've changed it, so 3:14. You don't usually get any time taken off the clock in a major penalty. Off the draw, Gustafson bounces off once. Gustafson tried to go in late, goes right into Dusty Hill, and that's going to be goaltender interference, I believe. Now, I don't know if they're going to call a legal cross-check or if they're going to call goaltender. I thought he got checked into the crease. This will be a tricky call for the officials, but Seb Bedoin had the hand right up. And I think they are going to call him for goaltender interference for not trying to get out of the way. And tell you, Mitch Gustafson certainly never shy about a little contact. And I think that puts 3 in the box, and I think that may give the Snipers now a penalty shot here. Let's see what the call is. Usually 3 in the bench. The only thing is that there were 2 dead ball coincidentals, so do you award one on that? And that is the call. So it's a penalty shot, and that's the right call. So the Snipers are going to get a chance here with the clock stopped to close the gap. We'll see who they send out there, and that's the rule in the Arena Lacrosse League. 3 penalties at one time will automatically give the opposition a penalty shot. It nullifies that 1 penalty. But again now, so it's going to be Wes Whitlow that's going to take this penalty shot. So a pivotal moment here in this game, early in the third quarter. Wes Whitlow, Chase Cosgrove. Whitlow rings it off the crossbar. So once again, had Cosgrove beat but couldn't beat the iron. Tough break for the Snipers. They will still have some time here. And I'm not sure what Whitlow said to Gustafson, but those two jawing at each other. And in the meantime, between time, we're going to play some lacrosse here and let that go. Save that for social media. 4-on-3. Whitlow, Argent. Back to Whitlow, kick out. Big shot wide of the mark. Argent again. Whitlow, wide open. Whitlow off the crossbar. So Whitlow's been working the heck out of that crossbar. And Maxwell now with a fresh 20. 35 seconds left in the man advantage. Maxwell, Whitlow. Too much passing. Got to shoot the ball. Kicks up and out. So Paris now with possession. So a little careless were the Snipers there. A little frustrated. And Hansor now bounces off a couple checks. Ball's loose. And it slithers out. Whitlow will pick it up. 10 seconds left now. See if they try to take advantage. Going to be tough 1-on-2 Argent. Argent. He'll peel out. Couple penalties over now. They'll race onto the floor. Ellerton on. Duncan looking for an outlet. Picked up though and pulled out by Pilon. Pilon from way out. That'll go off the rafters and belong now to the Riverwolves. So just execution-wise, certainly not the smoothest by the Snipers. And now Curtis Woodland and the Riverwolves will work now with a 5-on-4. So the power play now belongs to Paris for at least another minute 20. Woodland. That one goes off a helmet. That's going to be a shot clock violation, and Zulian's going to scoop that up, and he does. Mitch Zulian. 1-on-2, Zulian Eludes one defender, and he'll send it out. Stotts will slow it down. So a minute left in the Snipers' penalty. Whitlow. Stotts, give and go, knocked down. Good job defensively. King picks it up. Chayton King, 2 on a shot clock. That one knocked down. Good job by Morrow. Good defense by Paris. And now Minicello will high step it over the timeline and set things up. 35 seconds left in the power play. So Woodland will continue his work at the top there, and he's got Duncan and Merritt on that left side. Interchange with Simonelli. Duncan underhand bullet. So Matt Duncan dropped the hands and buried the shot low far corner. Second power play goal of the game for the Riverwolves, and that extends their lead now to 10-4. First of the game, 8th of the season for Duncan. So with just under 10.5 to go here in the third, it's important now that the Snipers stay focused. They've got a chance to get back in this game. They just haven't got a whole lot of bounces. They've had one ricochet off the post, go to the other way for a breakaway goal. Wes Whitlow alone has rung it off the crossbar 3 times, including a penalty shot. So right now, the karma's in favor of the Paris Riverwolves, who, coming off that big come-from-behind win over the Express, have looked pretty solid here in this first 2 quarters. Off the draw, Gustafson made that one look easy. In transition, he'll press, bounce shot too much. Ellerton try to keep it, and they can't keep it over the line. Good effort, though, by Newbro. And things getting a little chippy as Gustafson seems to be the common denominator in a lot of these exchanges now as he continues to jostle. So him and Poirier looks like they're both going to head to the penalty box, so it's just going to be Poirier. So a high sticking call to Poirier. So it was just banter back and forth, and now another power play opportunity for the Riverwolves. 2 for 3 with the man advantage. Same usual suspects. Woodland's shot just missed. Zulian picks it up. Headmans it up looking for Stotts. Stotts going to run under it on a bounce. One-on-one with Woodland. Stotts leans in. Those are 2 big bodies there. Great swim move. Stotts taking it hard to the rack. Short-handed goal, and it was a beauty. Jerry Stotts from a beauty lead pass from Mitch Zulian. And Stotts swam over the big Curtis Woodland and zipped it in the far corner on Cosgrove, 10-5. So second short-handed goal surrendered by the Riverwolves here. And that high sticking call was actually a 5-minute major. Pardon me for not letting you in on that, giving you the 4-1-1 either way. You see here now as they'll make a few adjustments. Good to see Cayman Daibo back out there. Went hard in his last goal and landed awkwardly. Went immediately to the dressing room and back out there again. Woodland, and you know he's not happy about that result. Zulian going to race in the corner. Zulian gets taken away from Woodland. Gets some help from the other Stotts and Travis. Still fishing around. Zulian will get it and air it out. Good decision because the clock was running, so it would have been an 8-second count. Instead, now Paris will have to go back and get it. Still plenty of time in the 5-minute major. Just under 4 minutes in the power play. Snipers have dodged a bullet by pocketing a short-handed goal already. Paris, though, looking to answer again. Duncan Ducking in and out. Simonelli had it popped out. Stotts this time. Gets it again. Had it, lost it. Wittich going to have to help him out. Wittich will get it up and they'll shovel it deep. So a good job just to get it out of their own end. Minicello now in hot pursuit is Patterson. Good hustle. And Paris now will slow it down. Valuable seconds ticking away, though, in the 5-minute major. Woodland now. So Prince will remain at the top. Woodland will step to that left shooter. That one right on by Prince. Dusty Hill and Zulian now quick outlet to Wittich. Wittich secures it, and he'll stop and draw the double team. Up the middle's Maxwell. We're under 8 minutes to go, third quarter. That one almost picked off by Bergsma, and going to be an interference call as Bergsma was going for that ball, got taken away from it, and possession to Paris. And a whole lot going on in this third quarter here. Still plenty of time left. So Woodland back to the top. Duncan back to that left shooter spot. And the same right side. Daibo, sidearm will go up and over the timeline. So again, the snipers will be able to play it where it lies. Deep in the offensive end. 2:15 to go in the man short. Argent going to have to bounce out of a couple. Still in there, he does, and he's slinky. Head down, still has it. Bergsma and Morrow on the double team. Argent still scoops it and comes away with it. Ty Argent, great effort. Took a beating and kept on going. Argent slips through two, and that's just a good cross-check. Tough one to take, but great job by Ty Argent, individual effort, as he burned that entire shot clock himself. Minicello will set it up now. Minute and a half to go in the power play. Duncan. Woodland now in a shooter spot. Daibo up in the right shooter spot. Minicello down low on that crease. Woodland, bullet wide. Minicello, great scoop attempt. That was a beauty, but creased the call as he had a toe on the line. Great extension. And now Zulian. So the Snipers have played some inspired defense here in this third quarter with their backs to the wall, trailing by 5. King. Little embellishment going on there as the King gets double teamed. Ball pops loose, and it's Gustafson that picks it up. Gustafson will flip, and going to be a delayed penalty call to the Snipers. And after all that work to kill a 5-minute major, they're going to be saddled again. Net empty, 7 on the shot clock. Woodland working with the Prince. Skip, Merritt, Karam. And with 5.5 to go, we'll get the call here. And so still 16 seconds left in the high-sticking major. Just waiting for the signal. Don't know if it's a too many men on the floor call. So we will an unsportsmanlike will take us to our officials' timeout. We'll be back. So it's a penalty shot. As the dust settles after our officials' timeout, 2 bench minor penalties assessed to the Snipers. That will allot a penalty shot now for the Riverwolves. So Six Nations had one. Now it'll be Curtis Woodland, Dusty Hill. And a beauty fake Woodland as he made that one look easy against an outstanding netminder. So the unsportsmanlike that went to Chayton King and the bench minor that went to Wes Whitlow come back to bite the Snipers in the rear. And it's an 11-5 game now. So Woodland's got 3 goals in this game. And it'll be a 5-on-3 now for 10 seconds. So again, with the Snipers, one of their issues always regarding to discipline, getting penalties at the wrong time. And Dybo steps in, picks the top corner. So making them pay over and over again. Another power play goal. Third power play goal of the game for the Riverwolves. Third of the game for Dybo. And it's 12-5. So the Chayton King penalties erased. They've got the penalty box open on the Paris side, but no one in it. So that gets shut. And teams now will be back to full strength. Just over 5 minutes to play. And what has been a sluggish third quarter, to say the least. And we're going to need some clarification here. So I'm not sure if there's still a minute 40 left in the penalty, but the goal should nullify the penalty. So back here as we take a look at the numbers, my counter, questionable at best, but it's 5-on-5 now. So from what I gather, Chayton King's been ejected from the game for whatever it was he decided to say over in the penalty box. So the King will not return. And now the Riverwolves will look to try and put a dagger in. Dusty Hill will continue his stellar play, closing up the wickets, keeping that one out. And now with under 5 minutes to go, Snipers need a little spark here. Something from somewhere, somehow. Argent, one-on-one, working with Whitlow. Maxwell, he's been quiet in this game. Pelon trying to duck in. Lets it go. Scooped up easy by Cosgrove. Cosgrove and out of his crease, so contact allowed and a turnover. Argent looking for the trailer. Big shot again, rung off the post. So 3 posts, 3 crossbars for the Snipers in this game. Oh, so close, but oh, so far. On the dump off. Maxwell, great save, Cosgrove. Rebound, Argent. That was a beauty. And if you saw that replay, one-handed behind the back finish, Ty Argent, the man with the good hands. First of the game for Argent. 4th of the season, but he missed a couple. And that was a beauty there. Cuts the deficit in half. Now it's 12-6. This time off the draw, Albert slings it back. Minicello And that's going to easily be possession belonging to Paris. And Ellerton will inbounds. Left side down in the corner. So through all this, Paris has done a good job of keeping their composure and doing what they've come in here to do. Woodland to Nakamura, has his pocket picked. Good job there. And now racing up and moving it up is McGregor. Allen, that shot wide of the mark, Stotts. High Karam, the other Stotts will bail out that Stotts. And they'll work the two-man game on that side, kick it back out. And it'll be Patterson. 5 on the shot clock. Sticks flying. On the run, that one, good save made by Cosgrove. Ball's loose, Bergsma picks it up. He'll loft it up. Ellerton with a basket catch. Ellerton, one man to beat. Great save, Dusty Hill. Sky couldn't track down that loose ball. Ellerton does. Rolls off a check, and he'll get it back out. Duncan will settle it down. We're at the 3-minute mark. Third quarter. Poirier on him. Simonelli skips it across Merritt. Ducks in. Merritt from way out. Dusty. Off the body into the pocket. And on the move now come the Snipers over the timeline. Stotts out there. Zulian going to stay out and play some offense. Working with Pilon on the left side. Pilon, kick out. Maxwell has room. Ducks in. Maxwell far side. Cosgrove, great save. Minicello right there, and he'll zip it up to Dybo. Dybo one-on-one with McLaughlin. Wise decision to wait for a screen. Good defense there by McLaughlin as they'll wait now, and it's Davis Prince working it to Nakamura. Skip, Woodland looking for an opening. That one well wide of the mark. That's going to carry him up. Stotts gets a good bounce. On the roll, has McLaughlin with him, and Wittich, right stick side. Wittich tried to go far side, went too far side, and missed the net. Back the other way comes Brown. So transition opportunities by the Snipers, just not able to capitalize. Tight pass. In close. Good defense there, Patterson. Sorry, not Patterson, but Allen. Loose. Wittich fishes for it. Simonelli used the body. No reset. And possession will belong to the Snipers. So good defensive stance there by Six Nations now, and it's Poirier. Whitlow. Stotts finally got a hold of it, got a good screen, kick back out, 5 on the shot clock. That one goes off the defender. We're under a minute here, and it's Dari Newbro. Newbro going to under cradle. Zulian on him. Trailer, Ellerton. Shot! Stopped by Dusty. Good job by the bucket to kill that. 35 seconds left in the third. Stotts, this time Travis. Bounces off a one, takes a chop, and will roll out, get it back to the top to Maxwell. Swing around right side. Dipsy Doodle, pass, shot, stop. Cosgrove has a man in Bergsma. Bergsma in alone. Bergsma goes to the far side, wide of the mark. Karam's up. Good job by Nakamura, but that's going to be an over and back call. 3.2 seconds left. Zulian has a chance here, and he'll let it run out. So 3 quarters done. We'll be headed to the fourth. 12-6, Riverwolves. Back here as we get locked and loaded for the final 15 minutes. Bit of a mountain to climb for these Snipers, trailing by 6 to the Riverwolves. looking to extend their winning streak to 2. Snipers are currently riding a 2-game win streak, so they have some work to do if they want to extend it. Off the draw, it's picked up by Newbro. Newbro has a man, tries to thread the needle. Wittich picks that off. Wittich still has it. Big man rolls off of a couple hits, puts on the brakes, ducks into one, creates some space, and gets some relief from Patterson. So a good possession to open up this fourth quarter by the Snipers. Big shot from way out, but Cosgrove's been real good from outside, but he gives that one back. Whitlow doesn't have any help. It was 1-on-3, good decision, and they'll set up their offense now. Backdoor late. Argent from way out. That's going to carry him up. Take a good hop. Good job by Patterson to keep it in the offensive end. 10 on the shot clock. Working with Whitlow. Whitlow, top corner, crossbar again, and boy, he's lived off that crossbar today. 4th one of the game for Whitlow alone. Maxwell, behind the net, has Argent. Argent tried to tiptoe. Brown did a good job, got a piece of it, gets knocked out, and it's right into the stick of Newbro. Newbro over the timeline, looking for some relief, finds it, and they'll set it up with Ellerton. Merritt, right on target, stuck right to the dust bucket, and now Sky. Sky, wrong stick side. Dump it off. Pelon, kick it out Whitlow, he'll get it back. Patterson sizing things up. Tried to put that in where he shouldn't have, and a good theft back by Sky. No reset, though, and it was a reset. Pass inside, but a good job, Bergsma, and he'll air it out to Duncan. Duncan has some room. Duncan wide of the mark. That'll carry him up, and that's an over and back call, so possession will belong to the Snipers deep in the offensive end. Argent, nothing doing. Smith tried to go through a crowd, use a defender, but nothing doing. Ellerton has it. Running with Owen Dale. Dale creating some interference. Ellerton doesn't have the numbers, so he'll pull it right back out, and they'll set things up. So Paris has the luxury now of being a little more deliberate on offense. As Merritt ducks in. Merritt trying to turn the corner. On the run, right on. Stopped by Dusty Hill. Picked up. Wittich had to bend a long way, and instead it's countered the other way by Gustafson. Woodland tried a quick shot. That one's going to go up. Plenty of Riverwolves there to back him up, and again, and now a chance here for Smith. Smith, backdoor, sends it up. Stotts in the top corner, tiptoeing on the crease. Big goal for the Snipers. First of the game for Bryson Stotts. And that closed the gap now to 5. So a 5-goal lead, certainly not safe in this game. We saw that last week. Paris showed you can come back from that deficit and win. They did it with 3 minutes left in the game. And off the draw, Nakamura, clean win. Duncan. Room for Brown. Brown gets that closed off by Stotts, who popped that up, and now Poirier headed to the back door. Argent with him. Quick shot, and Argent, I think, took a wrong angle. Probably should have pulled up a bit and allowed Poirier a better passing lane. Poirier, great job to get that back, gets it to Whitlow. So they'll have 10 now on the shot clock. Whitlow, that one right on, scooped up by Cosgrove, quick outlet. Morrill can't find the handle, but does. Sky will put a halt to that forward momentum, and Mancini will give way to Simonelli. Simonelli attacking wide of the mark. Rebound goes to McLaughlin. McLaughlin scoop and go. Mike McLaughlin, good check there by Merritt, as Merritt with the stick work. And that's going to be a shot clock violation because there was no possession. It was touched, but no possession. And that's why it'll belong to the Snipers. Quick pass behind the net. No one cutting, that's the problem. No one open. Whitlow back to the top. Whitlow one-on-one. Whitlow again, trying to go for that far corner again. And he's been close, but no cigar. That one, errant pass, will find the stick of Cosgrove, and now Newbro will send it ahead. Backdoor Dybo, no look. Ellerton, the finish. Beauty transition lacrosse by the Riverwolves. So Nick Ellerton, boy, he just finds a crack, a crevice, a hole, anything, anywhere, and slides into it. Great outlet pass started by Cosgrove, the finish by Ellerton. Second of the game for him, and a big one. Extends the lead now back to 6. We're under 10 minutes to go here in the fourth. Possession to the Riverwolves. They'll work it around, Newbro and Brown. Minicello on the screen and roll. Nakamura, good spin, takes a hard hit and another, gets his stick taken away, and now it's Zulian. Zulian weaving through. Zulian had it, lost it, looks for it again, regroups, gets it again. Poirier bouncing around Minicello, picked up Bergsma, but that's going to go right to Dusty Hill. Hill now will look and he'll get it up, and here comes McLaughlin. Argent attacking the net. No look shot right on. Argent will play the carom, pick up a fresh 20. Patterson setting up shop. Skip. Pelon on the curl out. 8 on the shot clock. Tough pass to handle. Riverwolves jump all over that loose ball, and now it's Morrill. Great job to get it over the timeline. Bergsma. 8.5 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Dybo wide open. Kick across, off the crossbar. So one crossbar deserves another, as Merritt this time comes up with medal. 10 on the shot clock. Dybo bounced away from that dotted half circle. Merritt. Bodies all over as Prince went flying. Simonelli had that loose ball. Stotts chopped him down, picked it up, and now here come the Snipers. Allen. Whitlow. Shot from way out. Cosgrove has proven he can handle those. Good bounce pass outlet to Ellerton. Ellerton has Dybo with him. Ellerton to the bounce. Stopped, though, by Dusty. Hill had to hold back. Poirier now. Some extra Carrick behind the play. Who else in it? But Gustafson. Surprise, surprise. Always stirring that pot. One-on-one. Pelon. Chased out. Patterson. Maxwell. Good ball movement. That one in the far corner. So some great ball movement. And I don't know if they're going to take the goal away. So the goal counts on an outstanding shot from Jaden Patterson for his second of the game. And it comes at the 7:05 mark, 13-8. the lead now for the Riverwolves. Off the draw, Nakamura again comes away, but scooped up Argent. Argent with jet of speed. Argent had it pop out of his stick pocket late and through the crease. And with that said, that will take us to our final officials timeout. Give us a chance one more time to thank our Sniper sponsors in Belco Construction. They can build anything. Nitro 54 variety, KT Gas and Tobacco. Classics to Customs Auto Body, Little Buffalo Gas and Variety, Tribe Cannabis on the Puff Puff Pass, One Nation Energy, Aero Express Sports, and Hills Custom Coffins. Visit, but don't stay. We'll be back. So with just under 5 minutes to play here, 7 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter, possession will belong to the Riverwolves deep in their own end. They are currently in the driver's seat here. They have had the bounces go their way in this game. Simonelli with Zulian on him. Late tap. Good job by Duncan to haul that pass in. Duncan one-on-one with Wittich. Gets a step. Woodland trying to crease dive. Just wide of the mark. No reset, and that's back in. And possession belongs to the Snipers. Stotts, backdoor, and I think they're going to call too many on the floor and just getting ahead of themselves there. And from this vantage point, looked like he just got a step ahead. So Snipers not too happy with that call. So Paris will go back to work on the power play. 3 for 4 with the man advantage in this game. And another goal here would go a long way to sealing this thing for Paris, although this is the fastest game on 2 feet. So it's never over until it's over. Same power play unit that's been out there this entire game. Woodland at the top. Him and Duncan. Skip, Daibo changes the angle. That's wide of the mark. Picked up. 8 on the shot clock. Duncan trying to find Daibo instead. Snipers will pick up the loose ball. Zulian will headman, and it's Chandler Allen. Allen will stop. They'll look to try and put a dent in this minute 20 on the man short. Getting a step. Pilon bounces back out. 10 on the shot clock. Looking inside to Whitlow. Whitlow double teamed. Gets boxed out. And Ellerton now is going to come away with it. So you hear the Six Nations bench not happy, talking about a holding call. It's been a real dogfight between both these two teams. Prince now sitting at right shooter spot. Had a notion, he was sniffing a shot there. Prince gets it, gets knocked off of it, and now the Snipers will come back with it. Try to get over the timeline, and it's Poirier. Good job to get it in the offensive end with under 26 seconds to go now to burn here in the man short. Patterson zips it across, looking for Argent. 6 on the shot clock. Woodland on Argent. Argent rides off him, tried to tuck one by. Did a good job in killing that 30. And now dying seconds of the power play. So a good job by the Snipers to kill one off. Still trailing by 5, though, with 4.5 to go. Duncan will take it all the way over to the left side. Gets a step. Duncan in, and he tucks it. So Matt Duncan standing tall in crunch time. Pushes the lead now to 14-8. Second of the game for Duncan. He's got 9 goals this season. And a big one as the Riverwolves now have a little bit more of a comfort zone to work with, having restored that 6-goal cushion. Off the draw, scooped up by the Snipers. They'll look to that back door in Argent. Argent, give and go. Had Pilon, couldn't connect. In case you missed it, Brampton over Ohsweken, 23-12 on Friday. Yesterday at the track, Oshawa 19-9 winners over the Monarchs. Next week, another full slate. Week 7 in the Arenalacrosseleague. We'll get started with the defending champion Whitby Steelhawks and the Peterborough Timbermen. 2 top teams now in the standings. Whitby unbeaten. Woodland. And that's going to be an interference call, and possession will belong to the Snipers. I tell you, though, I give Ty Argent some credit. He has battled against Curtis Woodland a couple times, and there's a clear size advantage there. As Scott now working over Whitlow, and that'll be a penalty. And it'll go over and back, so Connor Scott will head to the penalty box. So with 3:15 to play, Snipers with just their second power play opportunity of this game. So I won't say impossible, maybe improbable, maybe unlikely. But again, you don't always, in a regular season, you don't always play for this game right now. Sometimes you're playing for the next one. Smooth some things out. Maxwell trying to gap that box in tight. Argent holding on to it too long. You could see that, unfortunately, wasn't going to work. Ellerton gets taken down, and the Snipers regain possession. Argent. Got to be quick decisions here. Working with Patterson on the right. Maxwell. Argent. No look. Quick stick. Beauty. So I tell you, I don't know how Whitlow even got that. He was behind the net when he caught it, and a great job to keep the stick in front of that goal line and pocket a power play goal for the Snipers. Third of the game for Whitlow. And it's 14-9. Off the draw again, Gustafson. Good win there. Took an awkward fall and seems to be okay because he's still in the battle, still in the hunt. And that's an over and back call. Gustafson's going to argue about possession. No need to argue. Right now, the lead is 5 with under 2.5. So net empty, Snipers now. Let that one go. Great job by Maxwell. That would have caromed all the way down. Going to have to go on the attack. Snipers. Those shots from way out, though, haven't worked. That one, though, different story. Wes Whitlow, back-to-back goals. So Whitlow stepping up here in the late moments of this game. And it's a 4-goal lead with just over 2 minutes to play. So Snipers will continue to fight here. And this will be another big draw between Gustafson and Albert. And that'll be a violation. Gustafson went a little early. And now it's scooped up. Zulian on the run. Minicello chopping a tree down. They try to get it over, and Ellerton intercepts on a good play. He's going to try to get tracked down. Pops out of his stick, and it goes back the other way with Argent. So Snipers regained possession here with under 2 to go. Argent trying to size it up, but Cosgrove, great job of cutting down any openings that there were. Duncan now. He's going to run in a whole heap. Ellerton lets it bounce. Snipers get it back. Dusty Hill going to have to make the long run again. Patterson looking for an angle. Kicks it way out. Argent. Maxwell shot right on. Stopped by Cosgrove. Picked up. Rolled out. Newbro's going to run into this, and he's going to run into an empty net. Dari Newbro. Great defense on the end between Duncan and Ellerton as they close the door. And once again, some jawing after. And I think it's probably time for Gustafson maybe to find his way to the locker room. And you knew that this was what it was going to come to, because you saw Gustafson had plenty to say to a few guys. Now, I don't know if that's Gustafson and Argent going at it. And I think that's the case. So guys got to remember, you put your hand on someone's face mask, you're automatically going to get a game. So it was Argent, and he bit off a whole lot as Gustafson in the mix now. You see Jerry Stotts in there mixing it up, and he's there with Duncan. So we're going to see some guys exit stage left with 1:07 to play here in this fourth quarter. I don't know why they don't escort Gustafson out as well. He's probably good that he heads on out. Well, you just had a fight, so probably chances are you're going to head to the change room. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back with all the details. Welcome back, and thank you for the powers of editing. Seems like we're into week 7 already after that delay, but when it's all said and done, looks like it'll be a 2-minute minor that will go to the Snipers. And with 1:07 left, a valiant attempt here, but I think it's going to come up a little short. So Mitch Gustafson has been ejected, as has a couple of the Snipers, including Stotts. So I think Jerry Stotts is gone. And it'll work into a late power play opportunity for the Riverwolves. So back to action we go, and Paris now shouldn't and won't be in a hurry to do a whole lot right now. They're in the driver's seat, time on their side. They really don't even need a shot, certainly don't need a goal. We're under a minute now in this game. Simonelli is taking over at the top, working with Woodland. On the interchange, 7 on the shot clock. Karam, Daibo, great job. He'll get the underhand right on. Dusty will handle that. Zulian is gone. That pass. Zulian didn't have a lot of room. Great save, Cosgrove, and 30 seconds left on the game clock. Great try by Mitch Zulian. Had he got it one more step, probably would have made a difference in allowing him to at least get a fake off. And now the Riverwolves will let this one wind down. And just want to remind everyone as we put the cap on week 6, big week 7 coming up. And that'll do it here. 15-10 the final for the Riverwolves. They now will up their record to 3-3. The Snipers, with the loss, have their 2-game win streak snapped. Their record is at 3-3. Week 6 in the books. Thanks for joining us one more time. On behalf of the Arena Lacrosse League, JVI Productions, I'm Lance Wynn. We will see you next time.